This was like version 1. This was made in like
Oh,
1 month.
gotcha.
This
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
the first one.
It's the
This
Black
was so
Wilby.
I had no I had no idea how to use Blender. I had no idea how to use
Yeah.
Unity. I just
It's
put this together in like
the only
a couple
difference I
hours. It
see
was
is
really
that
bad.
it's dark instead of bright.
Hey, put away that gun,
Hey, it
please.
still works. It still
Hey,
works.
hey, perp.
I
Yeah.
would believe it if he.
Hi, perp.
So then I decided,
Hello.
oh, hey, Bert.
Yeah.
So then I decided, I need something better. So then I worked on this model. Then I'm sure you know the story of Amish or Poke, as I learned
I
to
kind
learn
of saw.
later.
Yeah, I saw you on Poke
It's
Who is
stream.
that?
he's some famous
I don't even know
streamer
who that
guy.
is.
Amish.
Exactly. I didn't know who the heck he was until
He
like
pretty much
days
sparked
later.
Yeah, he's the
VRChat.
top streamer on
Yeah.
the platform right now of the
So one
VRChat.
day I
I
decided
Mhm.
just
I'd just
saw
go
this on
online.
Steam and just got it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I found it first too.
Okay.
Like one day I was just wandering around the hub, and then Poke, I had no idea who he was. I didn't know like anyone that streamed VRChat. He just kind of walked up to me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna invite you later to this world with my friends." Had no idea who was streaming. He just kind of like, he being all him. He's like, "Come to me, I'll invite you and stuff."
Yeah.
And I was like, Okay." I was kind of weirded out, and then he kind of brought me into his group of friends, and that's how, by extension, I met pretty much everyone else in this room.
Yeah.
And basically, I found a little community in VRChat. It's not like full of
Yeah. One
not
thing I have
memes and
noticed
stuff like that.
about
So
Poke is that he's like really like he's attracted to genuine people. So like he
yeah,
can notice like if someone's truly genuine, which is how like I've kind of like seen like how you've kind of been in there and Disposal, you've been there too, haven't you? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing you, but I'm sure like yeah. But anyways, I kind of want to go back a little bit because I kind of skipped someone's comment about what we were talking about earlier, about the whole avatar as an expression, as a person, as who you are. So I just wanted to get Bomber into into the conversation here real quick and see what you guys think. Bomber wrote, the whole point of an avatar is that it is an expression of yourself. So you will always identify, at least in part, with your avatar, regardless of how ironic you are making it. Either way, you're trying to make a statement about yourself. It's a way to be more expressive, but you will always be showing a piece of you that was always there, anyways. Isn't that beautiful?
It is, and it's also like
Yeah.
it's really true because, for example, let me switch real fast. So this avatar, which I use every once in a while,
Yeah.
is from anime series I really like. Well, it's not from. It's in one of the games that was made after the animes, but either way, it's from the Fate series. And every time I use it, if somebody knows it and they come up and start talking about it, we already like know we have something to talk about. Like we're connected because I'm showing, hey, I'm this character probably because I like the series.
Yeah.
So they already know, hey, I can talk to them about the series. And I've met a few people with other Fate avatars that have been really cool. I really like talking to them about it.
Exactly. Wonderful. Disposal. You've been going around shooting everybody, but I want to put the focus on you now. Okay?
Pew pew.
I want to know where this comes from.
Okay.
Your avatar, per se. I mean, I know like where it comes from, but what made you become this?
What
The whole persona.
Kind of like a
You're
hitman
really like
Naruto.
yeah,
This is
you
it.
like
I'm
really
watching
like
this
Naruto,
scene
Hitman.
Like a hitman-esque type of person.
from like the first day I saw
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You had the original model, and then you started kind of changing over the course of the few days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went into that one Avatar world with all the Naruto characters, and I walked up to the Toby one. I'm like, oh man, that was my favorite Akatsuki character. So I changed into that, and at the time I couldn't get my mic to work, so I would just go into rooms and I'd just sit there with my VR and I'd just mess around, and then people would just start calling me Toby. So I'm like, okay, That's cool.
Yeah.
And then so I just stuck with that, and then somebody made me the avatar so I could just spawn in as him instead of going to go get him.
That's
And
awesome.
then I got the idea to get my other avatar, which is Toby without his cloak and all that stuff. And then I got this idea from an SNL skit, where the gun fires and
Bomber,
then the
send
song
me.
plays.
You guys are reviewing. Feel free to
And
send topics of what we
I
can
don't know,
talk
I just
about, so
kind
I
of I
can
just really
chat,
like the
chit chat with
character.
these guys.
So
That's
yeah.
cool, man. You know, you've really like embodied the persona of whom you are, and I love like your voice goes so well with it. I just love seeing you the whole time, and what I love especially is when you respect WHAMAN, respect WHAMAN,
Even though you threw a cup at her.
respect WHAMAN.
Yeah, you threw a cup at me earlier.
It wouldn't be Wham without Wham.
Monka S.
Wabu.
Hi, Isabu.
Hey, we're not talking about
Hi.
Does everybody here know
You threw a cup
Isabu?
at me.
Isabu is like the cutest
of
thing
love.
ever and this most wonderful
I
person.
know of her. Never really talked too much to her,
Hi.
but you know.
Yeah, everybody should take the time after this just to get to know Isabu. She's wonderful and beautiful and wonderful. Anyway, coming back to
Is
the
she like an
Respect
innocent child?
This is
WHAMAN
the most
podcast.
adorable thing
Yeah, she's
ever.
gorgeous. Look at her. Oh my gosh. So back to the Respect WHAMAN podcast. Again,
Respect WHAMAN.
respect them.
I can't really do
Respect
it.
WHAMAN.
I have a lowercase W now.
So, anyways, we got Perp here. Hi, Perp. Don't think I didn't see you.
Not a trap.
Not a trap. Shirt says not a trap.
Not a trap.
I respect that.
Perp, did you bring
I'm a
this in?
boy
Did you bring
with
this
thigh
in?
highs. This
Not a
avatar?
trap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I really like that avatar.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I modified it a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And then
How long
added
have you
a
worked on that? Because
expression.
it's pretty nice.
On this one,
Yeah.
30 hours or so.
Yeah. I think it'll be cool to see like
including learning
those of you
on
guys that
Unity.
have like have custom avatars. Kind of just want to know like how much have you guys like how much like did you guys know about the process before actually coming to VRChat?
None.
Absolutely
Nothing.
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 Zero.
Zero for
Nothing.
me too.
Zero.
Nothing
was
It's
at all.
crazy.
And
Rags to
yeah,
riches, boys.
yeah, touching on that, it's
That's
like
right.
this game. I really love that this game pushed people to like learn
Yeah.
like the programs, like push people to be like creative and learn like Blender and learn Unity and stuff like that. Me, I had no idea what any of that was before
Well, I
this
knew
game,
a blender.
and now I'm just like, yeah, I didn't know of anything, and I just love that because of this game, it like opened people's eyes to like, hey, there's Blender, there's Unity, I can make my own thing. Let me learn this and let me learn this. And
Definitely.
there's people out there just doing amazing things with their models.
I think
It's
it's
just so
yeah.
good.
I think it's like the satisfaction.
Thank God Tupper was around.
Tup-
Like way
Is that the
before
one-
and made all those videos. Made it so
Yeah.
easy to
And
learn
the
everything.
mega tutorial.
mega tutorial.
Oh my
Oh
God.
man, that's amazing. Which is crazy because like I think
Blender was because of Sims.
Sims.
Okay, yes,
So like I think the reason like it's exploded like so much, like so many custom avatars and stuff like that, it's because it's so gratifying. It's so like you have the results right
For
there.
sure.
You feel like you're kind of like a developer, and that you're like creating your own model, which is kind of helped a lot by the tools that Cats has provided and all these other like the mega tutorials and stuff. But you kind of get like a really good appreciation of how hard the process is, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
and it's pretty amazing. And I still haven't delved into making
Yeah,
worlds,
and
but
then,
it's great. Yeah.
like you meet people that have, for example, I met somebody that uses the same Fate avatar I showed earlier,
Yeah.
and I had to delete like half that model to get it into VRChat because it was so many tries. And then I met somebody that has like their avatar looks really good and it has everything. They can pull out the sphere that goes with the model. I don't know how they do it, and they didn't have a mic, so I couldn't. They couldn't really tell me, but
Yeah.
there's still a lot to learn. Like it's amazing.
Cool. All right, so I got a question here again. Question from the audience. here's a cool topic that I think would be great to talk to like touch bases on, especially since we have like Angel here who can bring some more insight into that. And it is again from Bomber. The topic is the content in VR chat is the people that play it. With people splitting up to groups, gangs, private niches, do you worry that they are cutting themselves off from the richness of the game by not meeting new exciting people going forward? Now, this you can kind of see with the streamers and all this stuff that they kind of like stay
Interesting.
back and they're not finding a lot of new
Well,
people. But what do you think, Moon?
well, I think that
I don't have your camera
if you
anymore.
go to a public world with like the group of your friends, you find new people to chat with and everything. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I don't know. I'm not one just to stay with the groups. I would.
True. I have found myself with like
Um,
staying with friends and stuff like that, and not going into pubs too much either.
so
But
I
yeah,
touching
definitely
base
think
on
it's
this. No, go ahead. You can
go
go.
ahead,
Go ahead.
Ben.
I
We'll
definitely
get
think
back
it's
to you.
more of if people are staying in their own little groups, it's more that they're preventing other people from reaching the richness. Because so I met Willie on like my second or third night playing, and before that, just joining public rooms, 100% of the rooms, somebody would rather just be running around yelling. Knuckles would be everywhere.
Yeah,
It
that's
was pretty
true.
hard to find, you know, quality in the public rooms. But when I met Willie and started just joining friends, it's been much better. But if everybody just sticks
Oh
to friends
yeah.
only, it's harder for other people to find that richness.
Yeah,
So
that's
every once in a while,
true.
it's good to go into public rooms
Yeah,
as a person
everyone.
Right.
player.
Yeah,
Right.
What
true.
But then,
what you want to do
y-
is don't just go to the very popular rooms. Try and find like rooms with like 10 people and like worlds you haven't been to
yeah,
before, and you'll find all sorts of people.
that's what I do.
Yeah, what I've
Because if you
like.
go
And
to
then
a
you
pub
have
with 30
friends
people
that
in
have
it,
their
it's just
friends,
So what I've also
and then like
noticed
you
is
get
that
along
like
and
some
everything.
people they have their load-in world changed to something else. And what I've
Like
always
what?
left it as well. You could load in through a VRChat website. What I've done is I kind of always loaded into the hub. Lately, I've kind of been doing more of the VRChat kind of thing. But loading into the hub, you kind of experience some interesting random encounters when you first start out, which is like where I kind of met. Where did I meet you, Ben? Was it in the hub? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was in the hub. I was
Yeah.
testing
yeah,
out
you
this
can.
avatar when you walked up to the mirror.
So it's kind of like a cool like if you have like a group of people that you have fun with, it's cool to like kind of find someone that has a mic, has like it seems like a nice person, genuine, and kind of add them and not just be like, oh hey, it's nice to see you, and then just peace out and never see them again, because that person might not actually be
Yeah.
experiencing like what we do and like all the fun that we have, and and it's cool to like be able to
So
include new
going back
people.
on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
question, what was the exact question? I
Yeah, I'm
completely
sorry.
forgot. Like I was gonna say something, but no, you're
Okay,
fine. You're
so
fine.
it says, with people splitting into groups, gangs, private niches, do you worry that they're cutting themselves off from the richness of the game by
Richness.
not
Gotcha.
by not meeting new exciting people going forward, like being secluded and
All
not?
right. So
Yeah,
yeah. So like touching base on this. Okay. A lot of people know who Loli Army is. Like the biggest group or whatever.
yeah. You guys just
Being
passed
admin of
4,000,
like
right?
the biggest group on here. Yeah, we're pushing 4,200 right now. A little over
Nice. That's
4,200 right
amazing.
now.
Nice,
Nice.
nice.
Pushing like
Jesus
past
Christ,
all that,
man.
I don't see myself like cut off from a lot of people. I'm a very social person, so a lot of people, well, maybe I don't know if a lot of people here, but a good amount of people here should like recognize me at least. But I get around a lot. I talk to a whole bunch of different groups. I don't just stay in my group because the whole
Yeah,
basis of our group is we're just looking for really positive people and growing as a community. Whereas, we're not worried about views, we're not worried about, subs, followers, retweets or whatever it
yeah,
be. We're just looking for cool people to chill with and, growing as a community and, just really creative, just tossing ideas around, and just like-minded people. So with that mindset, I like going out and meeting a whole bunch of people and talking to a whole bunch of people.